Hello, welcome to another Super Play video. This one is going to be looking at issue 11 from September 1993. Magazine still priced at £2.25, so it's almost a year old now. On the cover we have got a Mario and Yoshi special with a few games coming out that they were going to be featuring in. So again, just briefly listed there, but we'll go into that as we look through the magazine. So first up, we have got a massive film licensor, Jurassic Park, an advert for that. A game I'm not really a massive fan of, but I'll discuss that a bit more when we come to a review of it in a couple of issues' time. And then again, you've got your editorial page here. Just again, a bit of thoughts on what the editor was thinking. Still the same editor from issue 1 as well. Well, next up we've got the contents pages. So we've got, again, the Mario Mania main feature, another couple of features down here, Final Fight 2 Player's Guide, a couple of UK reviews and a couple of import reviews. Not that many reviews in this issue this month. So first up we have got some news here from the Future Entertainment Show. Jurassic Park being the main feature game there. Like I say, I will go into that when we get up to the review of it. And also there we're talking about a possible portable Super Nintendo, something that I've never obviously really paid much attention to. I know that now you can actually get a portable Super Nintendo, I think from Funstock, I think it was. But yeah, so a little bit of news about that, and then you've got again the Super Play profiles at the bottom. I think this is the first issue really for Zion Nicholson, who was obviously well known for a lot of magazine work back in the 90s and early noughties. So anyway, Nintendo CD, the full story, so another page on this. So it's talking about what to expect from it, talk about the 4 different ports, still shaped like, you know, the usual Super Nintendo ports. And then we've also got facing up against the competition if that Nintendo CD machine had come out. So obviously there's Commodore CD TV, the Jaguar add-on, the 3DO, the Mega CD, etc. And then next up we've got some news here on Mortal Kombat, Undercover Cops and Aladdin. So a few short stories there. And then we've got a competition, Football Crazy, design your own Super Play FC kit, and again it's talking about like a few games here. What have we got? Prime Goal and High School Soccer, 2 I've never ever played. And then Live from Hell City, as we get every single month. And then again for Super Play Hot List, like I say, well, you probably figured out by now, most of this stuff follows the same layout every month. So here we've got Soldiers of Fortune, aka Chaos Engine, coming out. Soldiers of Fortune is the American name. I've got that. So it was in my Super Play Top 100. I own that, but it is on American. Paid like £20 for that, just over, with postage, and it was like mint condition. Anyway, moving on, we've got what else? Advert here for Tasmania. Again, like I mentioned a few episodes back, issues back, I much preferred the Mega Drive version. And then we've got the Fantasy Quest. So again, talk about the big RPGs. Lagoon, an RPG that I really struggled to get into. I played it fairly recently, but not keen on it. And just loads, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 there. So we've got Sword World, so there's absolutely tons of them. And then we've got Anime World, so again all these features kept together. Crying Freeman there is one that I do recognise, and Doomed Metropolis as well is another one. Moving on for the last bit of news, what else have we got? Nintendo allows more games to be released in the UK. So, well, that was only good for the market anyway. Again, what I remember is just not that many being available to rent. You know, I remember that being a major problem. And then we've got some news here. Top Gear 2, done by Gremlin, which is quite good timing because that's our next upcoming episode. And then there's competition to win some t-shirts. And then what else have we got? Again, a little bit more news. A bit more on the SNES troubleshooting, bits of tidbits and things, and then a little bit of news here on Goof Troop, which is quite a simple action RPG. And then we've got the charts. Starwing at number 1 in the UK chart, UK import chart, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Japanese chart, Super Formation Soccer 2, and Bubsy in the American chart. Then we have got a little bit of news here on a game called Out to Lunch, one that is in the Super Play Top 100 and it's in the collection. Not a bad, you know, quite a colourful platformer, easy enough to play. And then, oh god, I'll never pronounce this guy's name. It's Julian from Factor 5 anyway, who did the Super Turrican. Again, like I mentioned in the last video, it's not something that I've ever played on the Super Nintendo. And then we've got the big featured review here, which is the Super Mario Brothers collection, so, well, Super Mario All Stars. So again, showing loads and loads of screenshots, going through every single game, and, you know, a page or two for every single one. And then the Super Mario USA, which is what Mario 2 is known for us. And then we've also got the Mario Brothers 3, which is a fantastic game. I remember playing that for the first time on the NES all those years ago. And we've given it 96%, game life 97%, graphics 90%, sound 88%, gameplay 96%. It's one of those games that was absolutely amazing. You get so much use out of it. You really, really would, and still do. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people have played the games on the NES, but to have them all on the Super Nintendo, updated graphics at the time was worth it. So next up, we've got more Mario news. We've got Yoshi Safari, we've got Mario and Wario, a game we've never ever played, and then a bit of news here about the film as well. And then the Mario stuff continues with Yoshi's Cookie. Puzzle game I've never actually played, so I can't exactly comment on it. 76%, but you know, it's the usual tile matching. And then Mario is Missing, obviously educational type game, 70%. And then we've got the review of Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So, Christ, price, now this is an import, between £80 to £170, be quoting that there. It's probably going to be hard to see, but that's absolutely crazy. You know, I know that a lot of people have probably paid £100 for it, you know, which is still a lot of money, definitely. Anyway, so it's going through all the different fighters, what else, going through the bosses as well, because obviously that was a big selling point, and they've given it 96% and 95% game life. And again, we've just got a couple of little cheats down here right at the bottom, stop press cheats. Then we've got the massive fighting, rival at the time, Mortal Kombat, which is awful on the Super Nintendo. Mega Drive version obviously had the gore, where Super Nintendo didn't. So it's going through all your different fighters. Gave it 81%. Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 were better on Super Nintendo, but the first one is very, very basic. Game life 74%, so I think it's obvious to say that the Street Fighter 2 Turbo is the winner there. And then we've got Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. I've only ever played the Battletoad game on Game Boy, when I had my original Game Boy as a kid. Anyway, I've given that 80%, so not that bad. And then Super Formation Soccer 2, so this is a game that was number 1 in the Japanese charts just a few moments ago, 70%. Yeah, so it's done by Human. I think the Super Nintendo at the time, the best football game really was Striker, that I mentioned I think in the last video. And then we've got the Super Family Tennis, that is a game that I've got in my collection. Again, 83%, so it's not too bad. Still actually never sat down to try it out. And then a review for Asterix, based on obviously the comics and cartoon, 70%, so not brilliant, just an average platformer. And what else have we got now? The Player's Guide for Final Fight 2. Not really sure what you could actually put in a player's guide for a score and beat 'em up. It's just usually go along and punch people, isn't it? You know, but so anyway, 4 pages for that, going through characters' moves and stuff. No, sorry, it's 6 pages for that. Yep, 6-page guide. And then we've got a review here for Samurai. Now, Samurai came out on the ST and Amiga. Never played it on the Super Nintendo. So we're giving that 80%, which I suppose isn't too bad, really. You know. And again, an advert here for Games Master magazine. Which issue is that? I can't even see it. Oh, issue 8. And then we've also got James Pond's Crazy Sports, also known as the aquatic games on the Mega Drive version. We gave that 53%, so not a great review at all there for it. And then what else have we got? We've got an advert here for issue 1 of Edge that was due to be coming out, and one of the few magazines that are still going nowadays. And then we've got a special interview with Peter Main, Vice President of Nintendo of America. So again, getting to asking loads of different questions. God, this does go on. And someone called Bill Duval. So this is Senior Vice President Software at 3DO. So again, a couple of big interviews there. And then we've also got a review here for Toddlers, 79%, puzzle game I've never actually played, and then a couple of the small reviews here. God, I can never pronounce this. Kawasaki Caribbean Challenge, 20%, so absolutely awful, and then Super High Impact, some American football game, 74%. Sorry about a bit of glare that suddenly hit the screen there. So moving on then, new to the UK, we've got Pep and Twinbee that I've mentioned before, great game, 84%, Hunt for Red October, 25%, Harley's Humongous Adventure, 69%, Tom and Jerry, 42%, and Cal Ripken Baseball, 70%. So nothing too good there apart from Pop and Twinbee, really. So then we've got Game Freak, you know, with all your letters, questions and answers and things, and then Mode 7 with all your cheats and things. So again, the standard. Player's Guide here for Dragon Ball Z, so obviously still really popular back then and still popular today. And then what else have we got? Again, the envelope art, fantastic art here for Tiny Toons, and some Dalsim art there as well. And just moving to the last little bit, we've got the What Cart as usual. Again, this hasn't really changed too much at the moment. And then we've got the Super Play Classic down here at the bottom, UN Squadron. Again, an absolute fantastic game. One I've got in my collection, not got it to hand at the moment though. But yeah, I really do like that shoot 'em up, definitely. I think it's the fact you can buy all the different weapons as well and really pimp up your plane. And then we've got the supermarket. And yeah, again, I Love You, Nico. I think this was meant to be Lisa from the team. I'm not 100%. Just glancing at it, and then the back issues. So like I say, there's 10 issues there. Still, the only one that was sold out is issue 3 because it came with a wall planner. And then we've just got the next issue page there, and finish with an advert for Striker. So anyway, that's it from issue 11. Like I say, I'll try and get issue 12 up soon, then we're a quarter of the way through all the Super Play issues. Okay, again, thanks for watching, commenting, etc. and speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.